Alright, now I'm back with the BMW 535i GT. I've already pretty much removed the intake manifold. I still have to take off the oil filter housing. I removed the oil cooler, but I'm going to run through real quick on how it's done. Alright, first things first, this wire bundle here, it runs through this bracket. So you uncover it, pull it up, and then there's 4 T25 screws that hold it down. The ones on the passenger side are longer, the one on the driver's side are shorter. It runs right here. 1, 2 for this side of the bracket, and on top of the intake manifold, 3, 4. So you get that out the way, which loosens this up for you. But then there's also another wire bundle that runs straight across the manifold. This is it here. Alright, this one, it's held on by a clip, and it plugs in right down here. So you just want to unplug that, take it out of these 2 clips, 1, 2, and then you just unplug these. I like to label my wires, which is plugged in right there, which makes you be able to just move this over here. Once you do that now, I don't know why BMW did this, but they mounted the computer directly to the intake manifold. So it's like almost impossible to get this thing up without removing the throttle body, which you can see is down there. So before you can remove the throttle body, there's this hose here, which runs just like this. And that piece goes up onto the throttle body, and the clamp holds it onto this, which is just a flathead. So you remove that, you loosen up that flathead. You can either use the flathead or a number 6. You pull that clip, this little piece here goes down right over this. So you kind of have to use a little muscle and pull it up. But once you get that up and out of your way, you come back over here, and there's 4 of these number 10s which hold on the throttle body. There's 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. There's also a seal on the throttle body. So you want to make sure you keep a hold of that. It goes right. It's right here. So once you remove these 4 now, the throttle body just drops down. And you just come back around and pull your intake manifold. You're gonna have to pull it pretty good because it sits on these. So once you get that up, that's pretty much out the way. Comes up fairly easy. And you come back over here now to our main problem. You want to remove this oil cooler first. You're gonna need this E12 wrench, because the one that sits here, you cannot use a socket to get that one out. It's pretty much impossible. So these are them right here. It's 3 that holds on that oil cooler housing. E12. So you need this wrench, and I use this socket here to get the other two. There's 1, 2, and then 1 on the bottom here. Now we're gonna come back over to our oil filter housing, which is held on by 3. Okay, now the oil filter housing is held on by some E10s. You need to make sure you know where these go back. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. The shortest one goes on the bottom. The longest one goes right here on top. The second shortest goes right there. So you want to make sure you note that. And we're gonna see if it's ready to come off. Once you get those 3 out and you note where they go, that's it, man. Oil filter housing is out, and that gasket right there is our problem. So we're gonna change that. I'll direct you better through the video going back in, but we're gonna replace that gasket. There's one on here, it's in there. It looks like there's an intake manifold gasket. I'm gonna replace those 2. So I'll show you slower if you tune into the next video how to put everything back and where everything goes, since this video was a little fast. But this is my first time doing this, so kind of just wanted to get it done. But tune into the next video. BMW 535i GT oil cooler housing leak. See you next time.